Have you ever traveled through time? We do it every day.
Asgardia is a country with a population of more than 1 million people from more than 200 countries on Earth. Asgardia gives everyone equal opportunities, no matter what their earthly status is.
It is possible to create and live in the future right now. Are you ready? Forward progress is the solution to the entire human race. Our mission is to bridge new horizons. In Asgardia, there is no limit to the universal development in the fields of technology, finance, and arts. Asgardia is a new space and digital economy which creates opportunities for the global economy. We deliver innovations. Do you want to get on board with us? We are developing various kinds of digital businesses, attracting them to the Asgardia platform that can be backed by the means of our umbrella, i.e. franchising of the Asgardia brand. We can not only attract investments into space programs from prominent institutional investors, but also affordable amounts from the citizens of Asgardia. We comprise of more than 1 million people.
Asgardia is a chance to realize one's dream. This is a dream-driven space nation. Asgardia is a chance to belong to a community of free-thinking enthusiasts, goal-driven dreamers, and fearless innovators, theorists, and scientists.
We are the first space nation. One humanity, one unity.
Asgardia.
We are creating
the future.
Hey, the gang's all here. Peter, you're muted.
Greetings, Earthlings. I'm just going to check. I get my instructions about when I'm allowed to start. We are live now. Yes, okay, I'm right. Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to our weekly session of Asgardia's Parliament. This is not a formal session, but I think it's part of the process that we now have every week, and a very important one. And I have some slight problems with my camera today. Apologies. I think it's a problem with the actual link, with the literally the wire. Nothing more complicated than that. If you are joining us for the first time, I'm Lembit Topik, the semi-invisible chair of Parliament. I will get that wire fixed at some point, and we meet every Thursday in UK time at 1600 GMT, which is, I suppose, global time, or UTC, if you think Greenwich Mean Time is colonial, to have a chat and a quick update. These are not social occasions, though they are very enjoyable socially. They're the time when we make sure that we're doing things which will secure humanity's reputation and future in space. Reputation in case we meet others. We don't want to be ashamed of our performance as a species. And future, because we have to travel or die. It's well known that Earth's been hit by asteroids before, and it will happen again. And it's quite possible we won't have the technology, the capability to prevent that. So all kinds of good reasons for us to be running Asgardia. The two things that Asgardia is committed to are, number one, the first child born in space under ethical and biologically and medically safe conditions. And number two, the first permanent human space habitation. Not just a space station, but a place you can be born, You can grow up, you can live your life, and you can pass away, whether that's in orbit, on a spacecraft, or on another celestial body. Let's be clear, we have to be able to do all of that in order to reach for the stars. Just as they had to design aircraft with enough range to cross the Atlantic for international air travel, to become feasible. So on to the business. I've got 4 things, and I'll invite Peter Moore, our Deputy Chair, to summarise the meeting that we've just had, at least the non-confidential parts of it. First of all, on the 20th of September, which is coming up soon, we will have 2 very exciting events. One is the Asgardia Legislative Forum, where we will look at the 4 items of legislation, which will be coming up at the digital sitting. More of that in a moment. But secondly, we will have on the 20th of September our Galactic Prime Directive Convention, organised by some of our great colleagues here. That is the first serious attempt in the history of the human race to try to codify the protocols for when we meet extraterrestrials, whether they're non-conscious or conscious or smarter than us. Now, I suspect some work has been done on that in secret, but this should not be a secret because it affects 8,000 million humans and all the trillions of organisms, from microbes to elephants and whales here on the planet. So that's an exciting thing to attend, and we shall be advertising that as the days, weeks and months go on. Sorry, days and weeks go on. So please make sure that on the 20th of September you are available. On the second point, the digital sitting is from the 26th to the 28th of September. I finally got the documents ready, and I got the green go from colleagues in the previous meeting. I try to be collectivist about it as best I can. It doesn't always work, but it worked very well today. And so I'm very pleased about the reality here, that we have got a wonderful team. And I'm just getting messages from my team while talking. Right, okay. I was just checking everything there. Yep, this is all about the documentation for the digital sitting. Yeah. Okay, right. So that's just to tell my team, Leon, I'll call you after this just to clarify the details of what you've been putting in the message there. But the digital sitting, 26, 28 September, and that will also give us a chance to talk about the forthcoming Asgardia Executive Congress, which I'll come to in my third point. If you have something that you urgently want to raise, we can put this into the agenda as a late addition. It's too late to put more legislation into this one, but we can actually have meetings and discussions on day 3 on parliamentary matters. So thank you, everybody, particularly John, for helping with the creation of lots of new first reading legislation. We sort of used everything up at the last one, which is a happy problem to have because we're very efficient now. So that's 26, 28 September. Next point is the Asgardia Executive Congress. All chairs have to submit tonight a 200 to 500 word document summarising the work of the committee that they have responsibility for. Don't make it longer than that, please. Between 200 and 500 words. We talked in detail about that in the previous meeting, and Peter might want to say something about that too. This is because we have a lot to celebrate. That document will also be the summary of the 12 committees for the next digital sitting. The final thing is this. It seems to me that with all this going on, it's the right time to start acting as ambassadors, all of us, to get people to join Asgardia as residents with the payment of $100. It's, I actually get that wrong, it's 100 euros, my apologies, 100 euros. And all you have to do is tell them what we're doing, people get inspired. On top of that, we will start broadcasting Highway to Space, I think it's called, which Dan Profir has been producing. that will be broadcast to a wide audience quite soon. It's not always about Asgardia, but it's very interesting. And once I know when and how it's going to be broadcast, which will be on X and on YouTube and probably Rumble as well, I'll let you know. That's what I had. But please, chairs of committees, as soon as we finish, write and send the document I'm asking for. Write and send the document I'm asking for, which is 200 to 500 words, which then will be translated and shared for the digital sitting, but also for the Asgardia Executive Forum. Right, Peter.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, our usual intense meeting earlier on today, we managed to get humour in, but there's also a lot of intense business being done. We talked in the main about what we had to do to prepare for the Executive Congress, which is, of course, coming up very quickly now. And I hope that all my fellow chairs have written their piece on the work of their committee to submit it to Lembit so that he can then deal with it appropriately before we get there. I did mine between these two meetings tonight. So I hope that you can all do yours. It's important. We don't have much that we're compelled to do, but this one is a very much a compulsory effort. So do what you can. In the meantime, the excitement mounts for the next ALF, but more particularly for the Executive Congress. And I'm really looking forward to meeting one or two of my fellow chairs who I have not actually met physically before. It's a wonderful opportunity. Hopefully we'll have a live parliamentary session quite soon, and our colleagues in Parliament can all meet one another. I know you're all very much dying to meet me for autographs and so on. But more particularly, you should be meeting Lembit, because Lembit is the centre of this movement. And without Lembit, we wouldn't have the powerful prospects we have of moving on into our space government. So do what you can, keep supporting. If you're not a member now, please do join. Don't miss the boat. Be on there with us. And those of us who are chairs of committees, I'll see you in the Congress, if not before. But do your bit for Lembit, as he's asked. He doesn't ask much, but get that done, and then we'll have an absolutely wonderful, wonderful Congress. Thanks, all of you. You're back, Lembit.
Sorry, I must have muted myself. Thank you very much for your kind words, I said. And I appreciate it, actually. Just remember, though, in democracy, in a true democracy, the people who are elected to represent and to serve in the way I do, they're actually working for more people. I work for you, not the other way around. And it's really important that we remember that. And I do not want anyone to ever think that the Chair of Parliament rules you. Chair of Parliament serves you. And I say that for posterity. Perhaps this is a very important message which will be passed down through the generations of future members of Parliament and chairs of Parliament and everybody else and deputy chairs, because we need to do it better than it's been done on Earth. Let me open it up. Now, remember, when we finish, please, chairs of committees, please make sure that you write that document for me. I'd be very grateful. Between 200 and 500 words. Think of it as your digital sitting report and the report for the Asgardia Executive Congress. Put into that what you've achieved and what you're planning to achieve. Those two things. That would be fantastic. Anybody else with anything else? As chairs of committee know, I'll be speaking. I've already done some talking with colleagues about the 3 or 4 presentations that we're going to get made officially to showcase the good work of Parliament. My intention is to get every chair of Parliament to, of committee, I have to do a presentation as well, of course, every chair of committee to make a presentation in the parliamentary term. So assuming we have, let's say, 4 Asgardia Executive Congresses, we'll have 4 we'll have 3 sessions, or sorry, 3 big presentations at each one. That means all 12 committees are represented. We don't have to do all 12 every time. All of the chairs will have access and one-to-one informal and formal conversation with the head of nation. So wherever you are in the system, wherever you are in the committee structure, it's worth you telling your chair what you would like to raise. We'll also be discussing that at the next digital sitting on day 3. Anybody else? I'm quite keen to keep it short tonight because I want the chairs to do that work. You should allocate 1 hour for this meeting. So at the moment, you've got 44 minutes to do what I'm asking. So the trade is spend 25 minutes on it and you make a 20-minute profit. A 19-minute profit, actually. Okay, let me summarize the things you need to remember. Chairs, please write that 200 to 500 word document now. It's not very long. John, fine, you're already in the list to make a presentation. I believe that Sarah Clark's making one. In fact, I know so because I've just checked that. And we're wondering if Benedetto is making one too. And there's one space for somebody who may want to do it. All of you will do one. It's just a question of when. Okay, and then the other thing, 20th of September, the Asgardia Legislative Forum, followed by the very exciting Galactic Prime Directive Convention. That's on the 20th, and then 26th to 28th, we have the next digital sitting of Parliament. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thanks very much. Good meeting. Sarah, give me a call when you're free. I know that's going to be about 3 hours now, or 2.5 hours. That's fine. Pete, I'll give you a quick call after this immediately. And we got to 35. Pete at 35. Oh, sorry. Before anyone goes, Ariadne.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Well, in your language, your native language, I put the serious Congress in Estonian for you as a gift in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's important to remember that because it's the last day of that Congress is the birthday. It will be the birthday of our home. And I love that idea to stay there online in the Russian Congress. If you want to spread something about it, I feel very, very happy. Thank you very much.
I see it, and you've got it right, exactly right. Serious projekti aasta kõige olulisem sündmus Asgardian Gazette. Nice. That's very, very good. Well done. That is my first language, Estonian. My second language is English. And I'm very impressed. You always impress me. You always make me feel really good inside. Thank you. Thank you, Ariadne. And I look forward to seeing you very soon as well. Okay, thank you. I'm going to let everyone go. If it was 35, so that's when we get to 17, I shall shut it down. Please write your documents. Don't make me chase you.